Right, block paving job. That is it. Look at it. Right, original paving, obviously the grass. Whole lot's coming out. Flower bed, about 600 either side of the boundary walls and the fence. Drainage against the house and the porch. We've got to put a soakaway in with crates. So yeah, this is for the boys as well, we're gonna take the grass up first on the lorry so the machine sits on something nice and hard and don't churn everything up. Then we're gonna bang some pegs in the ground with a line so we know our flower bed, and then when I time to crush it out, then I go to the line. There's a manhole cover there we've got to sort out, water cover, drainage channels along there, along there, along there, up to the flower bed. And then we've got to find out where the water and the electrics is, and I'll work the falls out, but probably a trench along here into a soakaway. Gonna get the crush from Conway's, got a nice bit of crush there. I'll get the sand from Brett Aggregates. I've just sorted out the blocks. He's gonna ring me back and I've got to pay for them because I haven't got an account with them ones. Everything on the lorry, carted away, no grab lorry, don't need it, we've got an 18 tonner. So, I think I've covered everything. Just let us know if you need to know anything and we'll sort it all out. What have we got to cover there and there? Oh, we've got two, that might be the neighbours. So yeah, recessed cover on that. And that one then.
And the old breather next to it there, isn't there?
What, this?
Yeah, the breather, yeah.
Yes. Don't have them no more, do you?
No, you don't see them.
No. Right, let's get on with it. This is my little design. It's called me greedy balls. Didn't design greedy balls, but with this lorry, because I got it made shorter and shorter that way, to get 10 ton on it, especially dry soil, you really have to pack it down and smooth it round and make a nice pyramid on it. So what I thought was, if I put some greedy balls on it, I can just quickly load it up and pile it up to here, then I haven't got to pat it down and smooth it, and it's just quickness. So I've done this. I made these brackets. Well, I didn't make them, sorry, I got a friend of mine to make them. So you just literally put them on, tighten them up, and then Nathan is bringing the balls round this side first. So then when we do need the lorry to take blocks off or whackers or tools, it's a nice and short, because a lot of the 18 tonners, they're big old high bodies on them. Is this the right one? Is this the right one? Should be. It's probably swelled up where it got wet the other day when it rained. So yeah, it's good for when you put greenery on it as well, like rubbish, scrap. We used it for scrap, didn't we? So now I can just load this with soil, and I haven't got to be so pat it all down and be careful. I can just load it up, cover it with a sheet, and I know I've got me 10 ton. line up in a minute, Sam. I'll put a line up in a minute. You alright? Just going to clear the grass off, and then we're going to put a line up to see what height we got. So yeah, just going to scoop this off, and then I know my height with the line. You've got to be careful because there is the CAT scans picking something up roughly where Dom and Sam are standing, so we want to be very careful. Right by the airport here, planes going over our heads.
She's soft there, isn't she?
Well soft.
Right.
You know what, all the water next here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And that, yeah. Yeah, right there, playing.
Right next to Heathrow here. You know it's quite a bad area when they've got to chain the wall to your house. Well, there you go. digging and we come across a little water stopcock. So we're going to do it nice and gently around there. Try and do it by hand and with a machine. Avoid any damage. Prevention's better than cure. Whoa. We're just going to put all the hardcore to one side at the minute for the tip for the concrete, and we're going to go along, scratch all these stones off. We'll use them to fill in around the soakaway and dig out all the dirt underneath. So we got as far yesterday as digging that out. We scratched the stones off the top there yesterday by the end of the day. Exposed a bit of pipe work. Come across the cable TV. Today's concentration, I believe.
This downpipe, boys, I've noticed when we cleared yesterday, it goes under the porch, and then look, they got a little drain over there.
Through the floor
and then into that gully. That just had a block paving over it. It's just too high. There's the damp course. You know what I mean? We should be 2 courses below and then our top of our block. So this has got to sort something out. Plus what I thought last night as well, if we put our drainage channels there and along there and along there, which the footing looks very high, we'll have to have a pipe there and there.
Can't we?
Come along, have the drainage there,
Yeah.
and then that bit fall that way, fall that way.
Yeah.
So this is going to have to go a little bit lower. And you can't, it means we'd have to have 2 trenches.
Yeah.
Plus, I think we're going to have to build her a step.
Yeah.
Well, it's only 1 course, it's too low anyway. So yes, I think drainage along here, falling, and then going back up. And I think we're going to have to redo all that drainage, that downpipe. That's just too high. Anyway, right, so I've got to think about time as well when I tip up, because the 2 places I want to tip aren't taking crush. So I'm going to have to go a bit further field, because we've got Days just up the road, Conway's, but they're not going to take it, so I've got to go to Fowles. We need to put my Jen into her electrics and other stuff and try and get the feed and find. We've got to work out where all the pipes are. That's what I want to do. And somewhere, let's just say here, we need a trench going into the Soakaway. So if I could find out where all the pipes are, and then while I'm gone, you 2 could start digging the trench out. I've got the maddock, forgot the spade, even though I've bloody wrote down.
No, the grass and that.
No, I mean the little digging spade, save using the shovel. But so let's give her a knock. I'll get me Jen out and the CAT scan. Let's try and find out where her services are, and then if we use the fork needs some tape around it because I think the handle's going to break. If we use the fork and go down whatever, and then I'll just scoop that up, fork again, scoop that up. Don't want. This is rock hard. I'm not digging this out by hand. This is like a bullet. Definitely something here I'm picking up. I don't know what. Must be electric. I'll find out where all their stuff is. So if you want to get the barrows off the lorry, there's a bucket on the lorry. Get the maddock and the digging tools. Just put them to one side. Can go. Extension lead. Get the extension lead plugged in. Start chopping that footing off. Just got to go down to that. That's enough for the block. And did you know, Dom? You'd never win the price. when you do block paving, you know the edging ones you bed, that's supposed to be on a concrete footing like a wall. Yeah. So then you've got a concrete footing all the way around like that.
Yeah. Framing it out.
Framing it out. Then you've got the crush up to it.
Yeah.
Then you get your edging blocks, PVA them, sharp sand and cement, and PVA not PVA, SBR.
Yeah.
Put some on the concrete, all mixed up, and then you're supposed to bed sharp sand cement and then the block on that footing. But you'd never win the job, would you? No. It makes sense, that's how you're supposed to do it, but Jesus, you know what I mean? So that would stay, but the pavement would be like that.
Yes. Jim looks like Gandalf. You shall not pass.
What's that for?
Lord of the Gandalf's Lord of the Rings, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. You shall not pass. Oh, getting the grabber, claw, ripper. bit dug out.
As you can see, doing this Soakaway very carefully. I can't remember what we spoke about, but this morning we've got the cat out and the gen, and I put that to her electric in her house, turned that on so it sent a pulse. You'd get it anyway without that. But near the bucket over there where Sam's standing, we found something, and I think the electric's running along here next to my tracks. Now this was where the old water was, but we spoke, lucky enough the waterman come next door and he said it's the new ones along the house now, which it is. We've exposed that. So I wanted to sit out on the road and dig this, but what with the traffic and that, it's not that bad, the traffic, but so this is what I should be doing really, is running the bucket that way in case there is something there. But we're being extra careful. We didn't find nothing, but obviously you don't know where the gas is. We couldn't find out where the gas was. So all I'm doing is we dug a trench and then I kept going to that little trench, the depth of that little trench. So we are due another one in a minute. I'll get this out and then they can dig a trench again. Tidy that edge up very gently. I've got the machine on low revs, low as it can go. And this, just hate digging soakaways. I've gone through so many pipes before. Should be doing it this way. Jump down there, Nathan. There's another little trench in there. Can't be no more pipes down there. I mean, little pipes.